options and tools to be successful, so they don't resort to such things. That's what we need to do as a community. And that takes all of us to do that, not just the individuals at the school. That starts at home with the kids and giving them the right mindset when they go there and what the expectations are so they act appropriately when they're away from home.
It's just so disheartening for the situation. I mean, the opportunity, again, there's no guarantee if there's going to be another home game on the horizon. Any opportunity you want to have a big crowd, especially after everything with last year, you want that big crowd, you want that moment, and it's just a shame that it's not happening tonight.
Well, this is the second opportunity that the Wolverines had affected by things that happened. The other one was at Penn Hills. That game was affected. You remember?
Oh yes, but that was an entirely different situation. I mean, there was, outside of a very select few groups of people, there was no one there. There was only like a few police officers. I imagine because it's senior rec, the situation has changed greatly. They want to have some people there, the parents, family, maybe even family friends, very close friends at the very least.
Absolutely. So there was limited amount of people allowed in, not just the Woodland Hills Wolverine people. We're going to take a moment in silence. We'll be right back.
Harley and Richard, both students at the Greater Latrobe Senior High School. They are working with LHDC Media trying to build their skills.
Please ask that you remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your caps. Join the Woodland Hills Chamber Choir in the singing of the Star Spangled Banner.
Was Richard doing great things? We've got the Star Spangled Banner here, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now please remain standing and join the chamber choir as well as senior members of the Woodland Hills Band and Visual Ensemble.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast after that Star Spangled Banner. And partner, it's time to get back into the swing of things with football. What are you looking for in tonight's TNT keys of the game?
So what I'm looking for from the Wolverines is going to see where their offense is going to be generated from. As normal, it's been a struggle on offense, so they're going to have to get out early and score points once again. And then secondly, they're going to have to slow down this Latrobe offense, which is scored well, scored 40 points last week. So they definitely have some firepower. And then one of the things that we've seen has been a struggle all season is the special teams play for the Wolverines. So we'll see if they can come up big on special teams and they can come out with some plays because they're going to need some splash plays in order to win this game tonight.
Yeah, one of those splash plays was potentially Brandon Jones have that long kickoff return for a touchdown that would have maybe gave them a chance at that point. But, of course, it was negated by a block in the back penalty. And that's one thing you have to see. And you mentioned special teams tonight. O.C. Diafuca will not be playing in this game, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do on point after situations. But still, O.C., he just recently got WPIAL all-section honors in soccer. He was named to the finest 15 of Section 4 3A. The 4-year member of the varsity soccer team scored a team-leading 11 goals and added 3 assists. And yes, sometimes it was a little bit of a struggle sometimes with the field goals for the Wolverines, but still, you were just like, you just needed one, maybe two.
Absolutely. You definitely would like to have that young man out here and take your chances when you have those extra points or those field goals. But he definitely added a different dimension on the kickoff return because he was able to kick that ball deep, very, very deep to the 10-yard line and in.
Yeah, when you think about like the Penn Trafford game, they were able to just basically take the entire field away from the Wolverines. They had to start at the 20, and it's tough.
So once again, we are looking for Woodland Hills to definitely make big plays on their special teams and see what they can do to get those big splash plays.
So we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you for this game on the Roxamore Sports Network.
The right end is junior Tom McDonough. The left end is senior Jason Miller.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like big meals, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the Lord the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
And back with you for the start of this game. Lewis Calloway will kick it off for the Wolverines. And back deep on the play is number 2 of Greater Latrobe, Braden Riot, and also number 6, Kyle Brewer.
So we'll see here. The Wolverines shorthanded a little bit today, but nonetheless, senior night here. the Wolverines expecting to come out and make a great showing against this Latrobe team with playoff implications on the line. So there's a delay here, hesitation. So welcome again, Friday night under the lights from Turtle Creek, PA, the football factory, George A. Novak Field. Once again, I'm Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk. So both of these teams are looking forward to getting a win here, trying to punch their tickets to get into the playoffs, Ty. So what do you think are the keys to success for Latrobe?
Well, for Latrobe, it's first to just get last week out of their heads. I mean, that was just something that you'll probably never see again, a 27-point comeback. It's just trying to get your mind right now because you're still just one win away in this situation. And also, that offense is still one of the best in 5A, averaging 32.5 points per game. And they've gotten in some barn burners out here this year, and so you just have to look out right now for this Wildcat offense. It has a ton of playmakers led by their slot wide receiver, Kyle Brewer, and their running back, Drake Clayton. And, of course, they have their quarterback coming back. And so it's going to be an important game for the Wildcats because, well, expect to see them in this first drive to come out swinging.
Very high kick, and the kick is bobbled and dropped, goes to the hands of the retriever, and he is down at about the 28-yard line as Will Latrobe will take over.
So that's one way to start the game right there with a little bit of a bobble on the kickoff. But, of course, it is a little bit wet out there today, so make sure you got your galoshes on. And just taking a look at the Wolverines, they have their turquoise uniforms on tonight, and Wildcats in the white. Last year, the Wildcats were in the orange, and Woodland Hills had the turquoise on.
So the Wolverines are looking good in their turquoise jersey. Quarterback is back. Handoff over the right side. Breaks a couple tackles up the sideline. It's a first down ahead for Latrobe for about a 13-yard gain. Drake Clayton on the carry.
Well, Drake Clayton came into this game with 310 yards on the ground, but he's the sole proprietor in terms of the running game. It's really their quarterback, their now tight end, who played some quarterback in Corey Borio, who was the second leading rusher on this team.
So Latrobe comes out of the huddle. They have pistol formation, handoff on a jet sweep around the side. Kyle Brewer up the sideline and up near about midfield on the play.
Yeah, you have to look out for the jet sweep. It worked well for the Wolverines last week, and you have to know that turnabout is fair play, and they have a lot of weapons out there, Greater Latrobe. They have seniors out there that are handling the ball more often than not.
So that's a gain of about 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 or 4-ish for the Wildcats here. They come out in the shotgun formation. Motion. Brewer fakes it, hands it off up the middle. Has the daylight up to Woodland Hills territory and taken down at about the 42-yard line.
So I guess what we're going to see is more of what happened last year with you and Sam on the call. Latrobe's going to run the ball tonight, so you're going to see a lot of it. And even though they had 3 runners carrying the ball down, they only have 1. They're still capable of running that ball.
1st and 10 for Latrobe. About 10 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. Shotgun formation, motion. Fetter throws the ball to a wide open receiver up to about the 35-yard line. The ball comes out, and it looks like it was blown dead on the field.
Yes, it was blown dead. It seemed like there was a couple beats before the ball went out on the ground, so that's the correct call by the referee there.
So that's a gain of about 7 for Latrobe as they come out spreading the ball out, and that's one of the things that we talked about is they had to continue with their prolific offense because they did put up 40 points. Problem was they gave up more than 40 last week.
Yeah, they put up 40 points in the first half. This is still a dangerous offense. Wolverines have to look out.
So shotgun formation, empty set, fakes a reverse, hands a double reverse around, has tightened up the sideline. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's down inside the 25 and taken down at about the 15-yard line.
Did my eyes deceive me, or I haven't seen a double reverse in years, and it wasn't done that way ever before. That's a wrinkle. That's something new I didn't expect.
Well, remember we talked with the coach for Latrobe before the game, and he said definitely no treats, but probably some tricks. And he did not disappoint us on that. He came out with a double reverse, and we definitely haven't seen that in a long time. But that was a great play, getting the ball ahead for a first down from the 16-yard line for Latrobe. Hands the ball off. Clayton on the right side actually dropped for about a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, and that's really the first time the Wolverines have been able to stop this rushing attack on that first drive. They're going to keep on giving it to Clayton. They're going to have to say, like, you got to stack those stops for the Wolverines now.
So when you get close down to the red zone, you know things are going to get a little tighter there. It's going to be a little more difficult, less operating room. We'll see if the Wolverines can put any pressure on this Latrobe offense and push them back here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Motion with Brewer. Fakes a little screen pass to the right side. Flicks it over to Clayton. We have Laundry on the field. Little spin move. Drake Clayton goes in for the score, but I believe it's coming back. Little Laundry on the field there.
Yeah, Callaway managed to get a hand on that for a second there, but it still floated up in the air for that play.
Great play call by Latrobe, but issue with execution. It's like holding on the offense is going to back them up there 10 yards.
So an 18-yard touchdown negated on that play, and you have to say that okay, now screen defense is going to have to be something for the Wolverines, but they at least seen that little bit of a wrinkle, so we'll see what they can do on the next time.
The problem is for the Wolverines so far, they don't know where they're getting hit from, because it looks like they're being hit with a barrage of punches as Latrobe has opened up the playbook and pretty much throwing everything at the Wolverines in this first drive. Brewer in motion. Fetter keeps the ball up the middle, gets inside the 20 and is taken down at about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and that's another thing they have to look out. The quarterback can still keep it up the middle. Fetter can also run as well. So there's multiple runners in this Latrobe offense that the Wolverines have to look out for.
So I'm not sure, but it looks like that brings up a 3rd down and 14 for the Wildcats, and we'll see if they are in 4-down territory. They pick up a chunk of these yards here if they'll go for it on 4th down.
Look at this tight double.
Shotgun formation. He looks right, looks left, has some time. He takes off running, flips the ball to the end zone, has a receiver. Touchdown, Latrobe.
And guess who that is? That's Chase Sickenberger. Sickenberger hit a game-winning three-pointer in basketball last February, so it's only fair that he decides to put it on the gridiron as well. And that's just a nice job by Fetter, just hanging in the pocket and rolling to his left and firing there.
Absolutely. Fetter scrambled to his left, found his receiver deep in the left end zone doing a crossing route. Like the defender just got caught looking in the backfield. Kick is down, up, and it looks like it's good. Little problem with the snap. Good handling it by Latrobe. Wildcats winning 7-0 over the Wolverines here in the first quarter on the Roxamore Sports Network.
I thought it. Around that. All right, then you gotta try Shelly Pie, the best pizza in Pittsburgh, located at 912 Penn Avenue in Turtle Creek. Check out the menu at shellypie.com and place an order by calling 412-646-2560. And that last drive is also brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment.
Capella kicking off deep, taking it about the 7-yard line. Up across the right side, on around the left sideline. Deontay Williams on a return gets the ball up to about the 22-yard line.
So
See where they spot it, though.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what the Wolverines do here. No Jashawn Pringle tonight, so it looks like Deontay Williams will be back at quarterback, but of course they also have Austin Wells if they want to use him as well.
So it looks like Deontay Williams is back at the helm right now. Comes back traditional under the center. Trips to the right. Hands the ball off up the middle. It looks like Eric Siebel's on a carry for no gain on the play. Over the left side, but good defense by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's what you want to do on your first running play of the game, to stop him cold in his tracks. And when we talk about Williams against Latrobe last year, he was 10 of 18 for 121 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. T-Rex Scipio caught 7 passes for 70 yards and 2 scores, and Brandon Jones, a freshman, had a 42-yard touchdown run.
Hand off over the right side, and looks like Latrobe sniffed that one out all the way. And they take him down in the backfield for a loss of about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start with your running game for the Wolverines. Right now, this has been the problem. Whenever they get into these long situations, there's no confidence in the passing game.
So the Wolverines are going the wrong way here with their first drive. Brings up a 3rd down and 17. So obviously passing down, they come out with trips to the left. Deontay Williams in shotgun formation. He's under pressure. He takes off running. He has a lot of green as they are in man-to-man. He continues to go up to the 40-yard line and steps out of bounds with the first down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's what you want out of Williams in that situation. When there's no one open, you take off and run. And it reminded me of that run he did against McKeesport on 4th and 2, a 57-yard scamper in week 1 against the Tigers.
So that's the first time the situation has got an open field, and he definitely had some effect on this game as Latrobe looks like they were in man-to-man as they were all running with their receivers, and Deontay Williams had a lot of green and was able to get that first down. So he comes out with trips to the left again, hands the ball off up the middle, the Siebels, and he's ahead for a gain of about 7 yards, 8 yards on the play. Great run on first down.
Yeah, that's what you wanted out of Siebels on that time. So now they've managed to at least put that threat of Deontay Williams keeping in. That's going to help out Siebels tonight.
So that was a great run by Siebels. Great forward lean by the young man. Kept his legs driving, gained 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Playbook is wide open, and we'll see what Coach Tim Boster draws up right here on a 2nd down and 2 for the Wolverines. Out near mid-stripe field, 50-yard line. Shotgun formation, fakes the jet sweep, hands off over the right side. Up the sideline, the Siebels breaks a tackle, gets ahead for the first down to the 45-yard line.
And the Wildcat caught him by his toe there. It looked like he was ready to cut up the field, but that was a great play there. But regardless, it's still a first down for the Wolverines.
So in the Wolverines' first drive, they seem to come out of a hole with a big play by the situation, Deontay Williams. And they are now ahead of the sticks down to the plus territory on about the 45-yard line of Latrobe and driving.
And John Kyle's checked in at right guard.
So it looks like the Wolverines stay in the trips formation to the field to the left. Deontay's in a shotgun formation, giving his receiver a signal. He's under pressure, breaks containment up the sideline, has plenty of room to run, gets a tackle, Up the middle, breaks another tackle, and is taken down at about the 27-yard line. So an 18-yard gain by Deontay Williams.
And that was just the difference sometimes between Pringle and Williams. Williams has that little extra get-me-up that allows him to get around defenders right there. And you have to give a shout-out to John Edmondson as well, as he sprung a little bit of a block there that allowed him to pick up a few more yards.
Yeah, so that was a great run. Pick up about 18 for Deontay Williams, gets it down inside the 30-yard line. So once again, he's affecting the defense with his feet here, making big plays. Comes out with 2 wides to the left and 2 wides to the right. Hands the ball off up the middle. It's like Siebels gets ahead for a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's still a little bit stopped short by the Wildcat defense, but still, any opportunity on first down to get positive yardage, that's what you want. It will make those third downs, which are so important for the Wolverines, shorter. That's what they want in these situations. Get in the 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, and that's where they have the entire world open for them.
So we will see if the Wolverines draw up here on 2nd down. 2nd down and 9 here. See what the Wolverines can go if they decide to go to the air. Ball at the 27, jet sweep over the left side. Has a little daylight up the sideline, and it looks like he might get tackled inside the Amir Brown up the sideline on a jet sweep. Pushed out at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and last week the jet sweep to Williams was a touchdown right there, but Amir Brown really, when he got around that corner, the freshman, he had some burners on there. That took a lot of effort from Greater Latrobe there to stop him.
Yeah, Amir Brown, he showed an extra gear there as he went around that corner on the jet sweep. Gets the ball down to about the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Wolverines. Deontay Williams at quarterback, fakes the ball, he keeps it, goes up the middle, and Latrobe is ready for it, and they stop him short.
Yeah, I don't know in that situation. It seems like it was well scouted out by Latrobe there, because it seemed the give to Siebels was going to be shut down, and also the give to Williams was shut down in that situation. That's just great penetration in that situation.
Absolutely. Maybe you'd like to see him do a little dive and do a boot off of it and get him out the back door, see if he can get an open field. We'll see what they draw up here for 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 from the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal for the Wolverines.
Yeah, bootleg would be a good idea here.
So Deontay Williams, quarterback, shotgun formation. Has the ball. He's under pressure. Keeps it up the middle, and he is in for a touchdown. Once again, untouched. Looks like if he had a flag on it, wouldn't have been grabbed. Deontay Williams, touchdown.
Yeah, that was just an easy play right there for Williams. Once contain broke, it was immediate what the situation was going to be. He's going to go run, and I don't think anyone on Latrobe can at least stop his agility in that situation, because that little juke right there on the 3, it looked like he, instead of powering his way through there, he could just slip right through, and that's even better.
So that's going to be a touchdown for Deontay Williams. 5-yard scramble. This is big here. Woodland Hills lines up for the 2-point conversion as their kicker, Diafuka, is out today for unspecified reasons. So Deontay Williams in the shotgun throws the ball, has a receiver. Did it hit the ground? I'm not sure if it was complete. 2-point conversion is called good to Amir Brown, and the Wolverines take the lead 8-7.
That's just a great job by Brown just to stay with that ball as it was going low. He managed to just scoop that one off before it hit the turf. That's just a great heady play there in that situation, because it's really tough to go to your feet for a ball.
Absolutely. He got low there and scooped that ball off the ground there and got that touchdown.
And that last drive is brought to you by the rock comedy show All Stars Live tomorrow, October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20 and at the door is $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets. Of course, that last drive is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing, Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And we'll take a look at the conference standings here for the 5A Big East after that touchdown and 2-point conversion. Right now, Penn Trafford in first place at 6-2, Gateway at 5-3 in second. Third, Franklin Regional 3-5. Tied with them is Latrobe at 3-5, Woodland Hills at 2-6, and Connellsville rearing the back at 0-8.
So it looks like the kick goes out of bounds over on the right sideline, as Callaway is taking over the kicking duties with the absence of Diafuca, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it looks like Latrobe is going to take the ball here.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the 35.
It's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. So it's good field position for Latrobe here, starting out their second drive. And we'll see if the Wolverines come up with the stop the Wildcats here on their second drive. So it looks like Latrobe come out with a bunch to the left, pistol formation, a little motion, hands off to Clayton over the left side. His head lowers his shoulder and takes a couple Wolverines ahead with him for a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
And so the story of the game so far, both the two teams have long drives for touchdowns. Woodland Hills managing to get double the pleasure with the 2-point conversion and take the lead. So I think that's going to be the type of game you're going to see. It's going to be a grinding game for both sides, but the question is, does Woodland Hills offensively have the staying power?
Absolutely. So Drake Clayton with a good run there. Young man lowered his shoulder, took a couple Wolverines with him ahead for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. So it looks like the Wildcats come out. Shotgun formation. Back to pass, roll to right, throws the ball, intercepted, up for grabs. Ball's picked off, and it's going the other way for the Wolverines. Interception for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's Noah Hutcherson on that play right there. And Fetter just didn't get the right angle on his arm there. He got well underneath that play right there. He had Sickenberger open deep, but that one just well underthrown there. And another interception for that Wolverine defense.
Yeah, it looks like Fetter had the ball, and he had a receiver open, but looks like the ball may have slipped out of his hands, but nonetheless goes to a Wolverine, and he takes it the other way. Interception, Wolverines, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Wildcats here.
And this is a situation that Woodland Hills has to capitalize. That's the importance. When the defense gets off the field, the offense must make these plays.
Deontay Williams hands the ball off and hands it to, looks like Jones over the left side. Brandon Jones gets ahead for about a gain of about 4 on the play.
Nice introduction to Mr. Jones there. It's been a running back by committee with him and Siebels, but really Jones over the last few weeks has really made his presence felt, and he's only a sophomore. So we could be seeing another great running back in the Woodland Hills stable, right, partner?
Absolutely. He's definitely going to be a man to watch here in the future. He's done a great job this year and last year, and we look forward to him making big plays in the future. As he's flanked, Deontay's flanked by Siebels and Jones, and he hands the ball to Siebels. Siebels goes over the left side and gets ahead for a gain of about maybe 1 or 2 on that play. It's going to bring a third down and about 5.
And actually, we will let these clock wind down as that will end the first quarter. And it's Woodland Hills 8, Latrobe 7, and we'll take a break on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
7 a.m. 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 7 Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready.
7-0 ball game. Here's Williams on the carry. Evades few rushers there and manages to fight forward for a few more, but that will bring up.
So nonetheless, Deontay Williams keeps it for the Wolverines. Gains about 1 yard, but 4th down for the Wolverines and a long 4 or 5 yards to go. So we'll see what Coach Boster draws up here for the Wolverines, as they need to capitalize on this turnover and get points off of it.
Yeah, no one really has the leg in this situation, so there's no choice there unless you want to pin them super deep. And looks like they'll call a timeout to try to figure out what they want to do there. But again, let's take one last look at the standings for the 5A Big East. And this is an important game on both sides. The winner of this game takes control of the playoff race there. They will enter into that 4th place spot. But Woodland Hills, they need another thing to happen for them. They need a loss from Connellsville tonight. And that will clinch them that 4th seed in there. And maybe they have a shot at the 3rd seed as well, with Franklin Regional having perhaps the toughest out of all teams in 5A in their next couple games.
But one thing I'd like to mention, partner, if the Wolverines went out, they're in, regardless. So they need that to happen. So most importantly, take care of your business. Do what you are supposed to do. Win the games you're supposed to win, and you're in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And there's a possibility that they can move up into that 3rd seed. It really depends on what Franklin Regional does against Penn Trafford and Gateway.
So Deontay Williams is back at quarterback, keeps the ball, and he has a lot of green. He's up the sideline, and he's around the corner, ahead for a 1st down for the Wolverines inside of the 20-yard line. So ahead for about 16-yard gain and a 1st down for the Wolverines.
He's just able to get them out of trouble in every situation. He's the bailout. He's like Wall Street out there. You just want him out there with the ball, and every single time he's out there,
absolutely.
He's gonna be big.
That's why I said it was difficult to see him. I understood what they were doing, putting him at receiver, but when you take the ball out of his hands and he doesn't get 10 to 15 touches a game, and he has a big playability, makes it tough to score points.
Think about it like Caden Smith for Franklin Regional.
Hand off on a jet sweep over the right side. Sonny McClinton on a carry, ahead for a gain of about 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, with no Angelo Reddicks out here, it's going to be all hands on deck for the Wolverines. They're going to have just about everyone in that wide receiver stable take the ball.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 3 for the Wolverines, as they are in great field position ahead of the chains. And we'll see what Coach Boster draws up as they come up with 2 wide receivers left. Seables and Jones flanks, hands the ball to Jones up the middle. He's down inside of the 5-yard line for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they're just going to ram it right down them right now. And they have the horses to do it. But right now, this is high alert for Latrobe. They have, anyone could have the ball in this situation. It could be Brown, it could be Seables, it could be Jones, it could be Williams. I think they could probably give it off to Callaway as well. They could have him go up and get it in the end zone as well if they want to.
I would say they could pass it off to some fans, but there's not many in the stands. Toss it up here, partner. I'll take it in for him.
Those short end zones, though.
Looks like Deontay Williams back in the shotgun. Looks like we have a little motion by Jones here. Going to set him back 5 yards here. Going to bring up a 2nd down and about 9 yards for the Wolverines here.
Yeah, that's not a situation you want. You don't want your running back having false starts. You can accept it with the offensive lineman, but that's just getting your head back in the game there.
Well, we'll see what Brandon Jones does to atone for that mistake. I'm sure, he's not happy about it, but he'll do what he can to make up for it. Looks like they hand off to Seables over the left side, and he's driven down at about the 9-yard line for a very short gain on that. Short or no gain on the play.
But still, you have to look out in this situation because, of course, Williams can still keep the ball out there. And the Wolverines receivers have gotten plenty of opportunities to eat over the last 2 weeks.
Absolutely. We'll see if the Wolverines come once again with that jet sweep to Amir Brown, as he was looked very good on that last time he had the opportunity to carry a ball on that jet sweep. Williams in a shotgun, looks left, he takes off, has a little pressure, goes to the right, and he's taken down at about the 10-yard line for a loss of about 1.
Yeah, that's just the situation. Eventually you can't run away from them anymore, and that was just trying to get up into the field, and that's just great pursuit by Greater Latrobe.
So no doubt with Diafuca out that this is 4-down territory for the Wolverines, and we'll see what Coach Bosser draws up right now. Deontay Williams, the situation back at quarterback. Looks like you have trips to the field here. Williams rolls. He looks like he has a flag on a play, cuts back to the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. But it looks like this will be coming back here as we're laundry on the field.
Yeah, that was in the backfield. Oh, man. That's just unfortunate because that's a great individual effort by Williams. He managed to fight 2 defenders or maybe 3 off of him to get into the end zone, and now it's a long 3rd and goal situation for the Wolverines.
So that's a holding on the Wolverines, going to back them up to about the 26-yard line. So that's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 26-yard line for the Wolverines.
If you want any consolations in this situation, they could run it like any other play. They have enough space out there to maneuver around the field, maybe create some lanes for a pass, but it's not much of a passing offense with Williams at quarterback.
Yeah, we will see if Williams able to find his receivers, as he's not been able to so far. He's in a shotgun formation. It looks like a screen pass thrown to the, and then he has some running room up the sideline to the 20, to the 15, down to about there's Siebels to about the 12, 11, 13-yard line.
And of course, it's really a situation, again, it's 4-down territory for the Wolverines, but that was just trying to get close in that situation. That was a screen pass where if it's a touchdown, that's just awesome, but you just wanted to get some yardage there.
So it looks like Deontay Williams, shotgun, Siebels to his left. He rolls, he takes off, looks for a receiver, has a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Woodland Hills Wolverines. Great pass by Deontay Williams. Brandon Jones, 13 yards out. Great play, great design. Touchdown for the Wolverines.
Yeah, his 3rd touchdown of the year, and that one was an absolute beauty there by Williams. That's just creating outside of the pocket, and that's exactly what they wanted there. And now a 7-point lead, and they might go for another 2 here.
So it looks like all night they're definitely destined to go for a 2 with Diafuca out all night. So the plan looks like going for 2 every time. Right now they have a 7-point lead, 14-7.
Look for Edmondson or Callaway if they go to throw.
Trips to the right, single receiver less. Williams takes the snap, hands the ball off inside to Seibels. Eric Seibels gets up into about the 1-yard line, and he is taken down short of the goal line. 2-point conversion is no good.
And that one was really close. He was about to drag them into the end zone, but he just couldn't get that little bit of oomph there. But still, a 7-point lead.
So that brings us to 7:59 here, the second quarter. And the Wolverines are leading 14-7 here over the Latrobe Wildcats, as both of these teams have to fight and get victories to get into the playoffs, partner.
Yeah, it's what you want, I guess, in this situation, to clinch it right here, especially on senior rec night for the Wolverines. But right now for Latrobe, it's just all about handling business. And they're looking to get back into the playoffs. Again, they had 2 straight playoff appearances from 18 and 19. They missed last year. They're trying to establish a culture because, of course, in this new millennium, it's just been tough sledding for Latrobe.
Well, I think it's been tough sledding for a lot of schools here, dealing with this pandemic and the issues of, students being able to play one week and not the next week. So it's been difficult for all schools, but good to see these young men out here participating in a sport that they love, showcasing their talent. And the kick is off, it's short, it's mishandled, and it's picked up by Latrobe, and Connor Lake gets the ball across the 45 up to about the 48-yard line. Great field position for the Wildcats.
Yeah, right now I don't know what's with Callaway's kicks right now, but is it getting lost in the lights there? That's another bobble by Latrobe there. But still a nice return regardless in that situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're not used to getting these short kicks, but nonetheless, they are starting out with great field position. 7:54 to go here on the clock. Latrobe comes out with a bunch to the right. Fetter at quarterback. Shotgun formation. Hands the ball off over the left side. Looks like we have more laundry on the field, partner.
And also, you want to talk about laundry, the place kick thing was still out on the field as well. Callaway was spending time trying to pick that up. That's how you can turn an ankle, and there's already been a few of those for Callaway. So we're still waiting for what's the official's call here, and here it is.
At the end of the quarter, you're going to take your cord that's plugged in. The orange extension cord, you're going to have it underneath the first row bleachers and bring the surge and the camera and everything up here for the halftime to come through.
After the penalty, it brings up 1st down and 5 for Latrobe from the Wolverine 49-yard line.
So it looks like the Wolverines may have had 12 on the field. And it looks like it's a 5-yard penalty.
Right now,
Not sure. It looks like it's a little confusion here on where the ball should be spotted. It's a 5-yard penalty. Moved it ahead a yard. So it looks like Latrobe is all set for play here. 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. From the 48, looks like a jet sweep fake, and he keeps the ball up. Fetter keeps it up the middle and gets ahead for a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah,
So
you have to watch out at least for that jet motion in that situation. That's why Fetter can also be dangerous if you take that fake.
yeah, Fetter is dangerous with his feet as well. Woodland Hills maybe should put a little pressure on him and force him to throw the ball, as they seen it. They got an interception on that last series. And take him away as a runner. So Fetter hands the ball off over the left side to his workhorse, Drake Clayton, on a carry, and he gets ahead for a 1st down for the Wildcats.
A little bit of a slip and slide as well as he was tackled there. He slid forward for a couple more. We'll see when they'll spot him there.
So looks like he had about 5-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats at about the 41-yard line of the Wolverines.
Yeah, he slid for about 3 more if you wanted to count that as well.
So it's a wet, very cold night here in Western Pennsylvania. A great night for football. 2 good football teams. And Drayton hands the ball off on a reverse, tries to throw the ball up in the air. It's up for grabs, and the ball is up, and it is battered around. Looked like Callaway had a chance for it. No, it looks like that was number for the Wolverines, Austin Wells.
Wow, out there he's also playing defensive back tonight. It was just a floater ball up in the air, and really it reminds you of that situation I believe a few weeks ago with Denver for the Steelers, in which the defensive lineman had a chance, but nice defense by the Steelers wide receivers stopped that opportunity. You want those whenever it floats up. The Wolverines got it last week against them with Horton for Gateway.
Absolutely. Wolverines have to take advantage of that opportunity and get that interception. Hands the ball to Clayton up the middle, goes to his left and gets ahead for no gain on a play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Wildcats.
just trying to think back at that last play. Is it legal to box him out in that situation? It seemed like it was looking for a rebound. It looked like we were back in Latrobe Gymnasium there.
Absolutely. He has to go up and high point that ball for Austin Wells and come down with that interception. But nonetheless, that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go for the Wildcats here at the Wolverina as we are nearing the 5-minute mark in the second quarter with the Wolverines leading 14-7. Feder is rolling to his right under a little pressure, throws the ball short, intended for Brewer, and the ball hits the turf, brings up a 4th down for the Wildcats. And it looks like they're substituting, and they're going to punt.
Yeah, that's just great pursuit by Woodland Hills in that situation on that pursuit on the pass rush there, and it just forced a wobbly and out of the way throw to Brewer, and Brewer can make you pay out there. He's their favorite target in the slot.
So it looks like Jones is back deep for the Wolverines with his feet at about the 10-yard line. Looks like we have a little bit of movement by the Wildcats. It's going to back them up here, probably 5 yards, but I'm sure they'll take that penalty, give them a little bit more room to try to pin the Wolverines deep in their own territory.
Yeah, more room for them to potentially try to pin them there in that situation, but it does create a little bit more favorable return odds for Jones back there.
Don't forget, Brandon Jones can be dangerous on a return. Young man, sophomore, has a bright future for the Wolverines. The kick is up and away. Jones takes it at about the 15, up the left side, makes a couple people miss, looks to try to get around the edge, and he is going to be brought down at about the 24-yard line for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that one, there was 2 Wolverines coming in towards the punter. They got really close in that situation. Just no dice there.
So the Wolverines start out here, the 24-yard line, 5:09 remaining here in the second quarter. Woodland Hills leading 14-7. And we will see what the Wolverines draw up here to try to put more points on the board and widen their lead here against the Wildcats on this senior night, senior recognition night from the Wolverina.
Yeah, they're going to continue to spread them out in that situation, and really with the Woodland Hills offensive line, it's just try to make sure that Williams has enough space to run.
So it looks like Wolverines come out in shotgun. Siebel's in motion, cuts up to the middle, ahead for about a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
That's one way to run out of an empty situation. You use your running back lined up in a slot, and you put him in a jet motion there.
So we are under 5 minutes here in the second quarter from the Wolverina. Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk. And so, partner, this is a pretty fast-moving game here. We've seen some action early, but Deontay Williams is back at quarterback in this game. Trips to his left, with a little motion. Deontay Williams keeps the ball, goes over the right side. Looks like we have a flag on the play. More laundry down.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against the Wolverines. So instead of 3rd down and 7, that's going to take it, push them back. It's going to be 2nd down and about 17 there.
Yeah, it kind of negated that really good job by Williams to get not just back past the line of scrimmage, also maybe pick up to as well.
So we'll see what the Wolverines drop here on 2nd down and about 19 yards to go here. We are nearing the 4-minute mark. Deontay Williams is at quarterback for the Wolverine, hands the ball off to Siebels over the right side. Not really sure about that play, but partner, that's definitely not going to pick up 19 yards there.
Yeah, they had an opportunity for an RPO with Sonny McClinton in that situation, but I guess they just committed to the run in that. They didn't. Greater Latrobe backed off whenever McClinton went into like the bubble screen motion, and he had some daylight if they wanted to pass in that situation.
So I know that the Wildcats are afraid of the situation that Superman may go into his phone booth and come out big, but I'm not sure about that handoff there. Deontay Williams takes off straight up the middle. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. I'm not really sure about that call, partner.
I think that was just a quarterback draw there, trying to see if you can keep him, if you can catch him sleeping in that situation. But it's kind of hard to do that from 3rd and long. You want to do that maybe a little bit closer to the line to gain. Regardless, here comes the punt team as Williams will be the punter.
So Deontay Williams is back to punt for the Wolverines. Kick is off. Short kick for the Wolverines goes out of bounds. Latrobe will start in plus territory, in Woodland Hills territory, at about the 40-yard line. So about a 20-yard punt for the Wolverines, Deontay Williams.
Yeah, he typically gets a little bit more leg underneath that one, but that's just how it is in this situation. And partner, real quick, I just want to make sure to give a shout out there to my mother right now. She's currently in UPMC Shady Side. She has a little bit of pneumonia and also a little bit of an issue with her kidneys. I hope she's doing well right now, and love you, Mom. Hope you're doing well.
Yes. So once again, the Wolverines are on defense right now, leading 14-7. And we have a stoppage in play right now. Fetter and shotgun, hands off, fakes the ball, keeps it up the middle, gets ahead to about the 31-yard line, close to a first down.
Yeah, that was a hole that probably was just like parting the Red Sea in that situation. And that's what happens whenever you take the fake to the outside. The quarterback can just walk right up towards to the first down line, maybe even pick it up himself.
So that brings up a 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats. Pistol formation for Fetter. Hands off up the middle, and the Wolverines are ready for it. Wrapped up and take down for Clayton on the carry for number 75. Milan Rose. Great tackle there by the young man. Big fella stood him up in the hole. No gain on the play.
Yeah, that's one of the tough things about running in the pistol sometimes. That handoff has to be almost perfect because it's just hard. It's just hard in that situation. Yes, the running back gets a few steps up forward, but still, it's kind of hard to get past the quarterback at times. That was just Clayton being messed up there.
So Fetter with the jet sweep motion hands the ball off to Clayton, and he takes a huge hit and has lost a yard. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
And that's a great stop by Ramsey just up the middle. Again, they tried to go up there, and Clayton was just running straight into a wall in Ramsey.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats, 4th and 2. So we'll see if Fetter tries to get out on the edge and use his legs to pick up this first down. But the Wolverines should key on Fetter as they know he's going to try to run the ball to get this first down. Hands the ball to Clayton. He makes a person miss, gets ahead inside of the 30-yard line, and looks like he's going to have just enough for the first down. And we have a penalty, late penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, I think that was just McDonough. That little bit of swing he did at Clayton managed to get him that first down yardage. And I wonder what that penalty could they call a unsportsmanlike in this situation?
So it looks like dead ball personal foul against the Wolverines. So that's going to be extra 15 yards for them. March it down to about the 14-yard line for Latrobe.
Wow, I mean that's a late hit in that situation, and yeah, you don't want to hit him after the play. It's very costly because really this is the type of situations that has been a little bit of trouble for the Wolverines, especially last week. Teams carving it up, and then it's just barbecue chicken in the red zone.
So that's definitely going to put the Wildcats in great field position here. And it looks like with 101 left in the second quarter, it's going to be a timeout, and we're going to thank once again some of our sponsors.
Yes, and partner, you got to try Shelly Pie, the best pizza in Pittsburgh, located at 912 Penn Avenue in Turtle Creek. Check out the menu at shellypie.com and place an order by calling 412-646-2560.
You just got us try Shelly's Pie.
Best pepperoni pizza in the burg, in my opinion. And now let's take a look at the conference standings. We'll give you updates throughout the entire night about the situation with them, especially during the halftime show. Penn Trafford 6-2 at first place. In second, 5-3 Gateway. Third place, Franklin Regional 3-5, tied with Latrobe, who's 3-5 in this game. Woodland Hills 2-6 in fifth place, and in last place, 0-8 Connellsville.
So we are back to live play here. Latrobe first and 10, 14-yard line. Feder back in the shotgun, throws the ball over the middle. Ball is knocked down, thrown into a corral, broken up by Jeremiah Ramsey on the play.
And Ramsey was looking around like he wanted to have it, but really he just managed to get a one-hand trap on that one. So that's a nice pass breakup by Ramsey in that situation. That's what you look for in those RPO situations, because that one read, if you manage to clog up both lanes, it's going to be tough for them to get forward.
So that's going to bring up second down and 10 with 57 seconds left to go. Ramsey hands the ball off over the right side. Clayton drags a man and gets out of bounds at about the 12-yard line, it looks like. So a gain of about 3 yard lines on the play before he got out of bounds.
And there's one thing to talk about in this situation. It's smart football for the Wolverines. I think they have the choices right now. They're going to try to see if they could stop them before the end of this half, but maybe they want to try to see if they can get another score before halftime. They got a pick in this situation last week.
So it looks like handoff over the left side. Clayton is taken down and dropped. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and about 8 yards for the Wildcats. The Latrobe definitely was a smart play for the young man to step out of bounds to stop the clock. Wolverines definitely have to be aware of their situation down in distance and the time on the clock. It's another timeout on the field. So once again, we are here at the Wolverina. Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk.
And this timeout is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment.
So once again, we have a slight rain tonight, little misty night. The Wolverines playing the Latrobe Wildcats here. Playoff implications here for both teams. And partner, if they win, and you're in. It's simple.
Yeah, really for both teams. Woodland Hills just needs one little help from them with Connellsville. But, of course, they're taking on one of the top teams in 5A tonight. So they got their work cut out for them, but the Wolverines got to take care of business.
So that brings up fourth down for the Wildcats and 7 yards to go with 43.7 seconds left on the clock. Shotgun formation. Feder rolls to his right. He looks for a receiver. He's under pressure, throws the ball deep, and he has a receiver in the end zone. Corner route. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's Corey Borio. He's been the quarterback of record for the Wildcats, but of course I was also talking to Coach Maruco. But wait.
So it looks like 2 penalties. Touchdown will be taken off the board. And there's 36.1 seconds left on the clock. Great catch by Latrobe. Great design play as Vetter rolls out to his right and looks all the way across the field and throws a dime to his receiver. But once again, we have another timeout on the field. So we have a stoppage in play here from the Wolverine. I'm Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk. And
really right now you have to just look at it. Latrobe's in a great position right now. They can they have the opportunity right there. Corey Borio, I was going to say right there, the quarterback by trade for a few weeks, but he has been in tight end situations. That's what Coach John Maruco likes him in situations. Very athletic, but, yeah, it was negated play there.
Yeah, that was 2 penalties there, offsetting a holding and a roughing the passer, which negated a touchdown, brings us to where we are. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats here. Ball's going to be at the 11-yard line, so we'll see what the Wildcats decide to do here with 36.1 seconds left on the clock.
That was roughing. It looked like it was pretty close. But now it looks like Latrobe will try to field goal here and try to get some points before the half.
Papello on for the field goal. Snap is down, set, it's up, and it looks good. Looks good. 28-yard field goal. Woodland Hills 14, Latrobe Wildcats 7, 31.2 seconds left to go on the clock. 14-10, the Wolverines are lead here.
So right now, this is going to be a situation. The Wolverines look like they're going to go into the locker room with the lead, but they have a choice here in this situation. I think a good return could prove to be where they want to go offensively with 31.2 seconds. I think if they get out the midfield, they may try to go for the end zone one more time. And they have looked good in those Hail Mary situations. I remember a pass from Deontay Williams to John Edmondson. It was caught in at the 3, but Edmondson's momentum took him out of bounds.
Definitely. You'd like to see Deontay Williams, the situation, get his hands on the ball here. So you got Siebels, Williams, and Jones all back deep for the Wolverines. Big player makers there for the Wolverines, and we'll see what they do here with this kick. It's a short kick. Looks like it's taken by, looks like he has a little daylight up the sideline. Siebels is down the sideline, and he's ahead, breaks a couple tackles, and he's across midfield. Finally brought down at about the 49-yard line for the Wolverines. Great return by Siebels.
And just how I was predicting it right now, it seems like they're going to have one more shot at the end zone here. Maybe they might be able to get a little bit closer. But you have to wonder, what are their plays going to? What are they going to do here? Are they going to go to the flats like they did previously? But that's easily scouted out by a lot of these teams.
So we'll see if they keep the ball in the hands of Deontay Williams. The situation. So it looks like Wolverines come out and trips to the field to the left. Deontay Williams in shotgun throws the ball to Brandon Jones on a little wheel right up the sideline, but it doesn't look like he was quite ready for it, as that ball hit the back of Brandon Jones and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that reminds me of the wheel route last week against Gateway. There's just a little bit of an issue with some of those routes. They're just not in sync for some reason.
Yeah, it looks like Deontay Williams threw it a little sooner than Brandon Jones was ready for it, and errant throw there, but Wolverines nonetheless have a 2nd down and 10 at about the 49-yard line with 16.4 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation, trips to the field. Deontay Williams is back, throws the ball to the sideline, and he catches the ball and gets out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great toe tap by Edmondson there.
Great job by Edmondson, like a 15-yard gain. 11 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if the Wolverines take a shot to the end zone here. So the Wolverines stay in a trip set to the field. Shotgun formation. Brandon Jones to the left of Deontay Williams. Williams gets a snap, looks under a little pressure, scoots upfield, breaks a couple tackles. So on his feet, gets ahead for a gain of about 9-yard line. Well, that will do it for the first half here, with the Wolverines leading the Wildcats 14-10 from the Wolverina.
So we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Films a shotgun formation, flanked by Siebels, and we have back deep, and you have him wide open, and it looks like he's going to go all the way to the house. Tariq Scipio, big play receiver for the Wolverines.
Finally, they got the big play receiver the ball.
Early detection and treatment is key to save lives.
So back to live action. Deontay Williams rolls out and finds a receiver deep in the end zone for the touchdown with 47 seconds left.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community, fundraiser, and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go, we want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, And most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
So I started limping over there to her fast, but wasn't fast enough. So I had to get her attention. I'm like, hey! She turned around, see me limping towards her. She says, oh my gosh, you've been shot. I just fell on the ground. There wasn't even nothing wrong with me.
Graduated from Ohio State Penitentiary. They got real classes in there. Anybody been in that school? No, they got real classes. Like, it's 50-year-old man in there. They was like, hey, fam, can you be quiet? I got school in the morning.
And I'm still fat. So if you watch season 1, I remained and maintained all this weight for season 2. I ate just enough fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, mac and cheese, all that, just to maintain all of
And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network halftime show as we had the Wolverines up 14-10 over the Wildcats. And Craig, really, it's been early start of the offense just like last week's game, and really with both these teams' first 2 long drives setting the tone.
Absolutely. The Wolverines came out and got into the scoring on their first drive. A long drive, about 80 yards, and gets the ball in for a touchdown. And then they completed a 2-point conversion with Diafoca, their kicker, out for an unknown reason tonight. But once again, the Wolverines take the 8-7 lead over the Latrobe Wildcats.
Yeah, really, it started off with a early score by Latrobe, Fetter to Sickenberger, and with the extra point, 7-0, and then Deontay Williams on the next drive, a 5-yard scramble, and then the 2-point conversion. Williams to Amir Brown, who really had to go dig deep for that ball, as it was a nice job of scooping it right off the turf.
Absolutely. That was a great catch by Amir Brown there on that 2-point conversion. Once again, this is senior recognition night for the Wolverines, and you see a lot of the seniors here being recognized. Great night here at the Wolverina. A little bit rain, slight drizzle here, but still nonetheless a great night for football here in Western Pennsylvania, here from the Wolverina.
Yeah, and continuing the scoring summary, Deontay Williams to Brandon Jones, but the run failed on the two-point conversion as Siebels was stopped a little bit short of the goal line there. So the Wolverines took a 14-7 lead, and then Tanner Papella hit a 28-yard field goal to make it 14-10. And the Wolverines are still out in front here. And there's a lot of good things they've done tonight. They've been able to get their offense going in a different way with Deontay Williams back at quarterback, and it's probably been the most mobile the offense has been with him under center.
Absolutely. On that extra point, as you mentioned, Eric Siebels tried to take the ball over the right side, and looked like the Wildcats were ready for it. Siebels got real close on that second attempt, but was denied the extra point. And then with the Wildcats drove the ball down right before half and had a touchdown taken off the board for offsetting penalties. There was a hold called on the Wildcats, and there was also a late hit called on the Wolverines, but nonetheless negated a touchdown. Great play by the Wildcats, but they did get out of that possession with 3 points right before the half. And then the Wolverines get great field position as Siebels takes a kick back with 31 seconds left on the clock and gets it across midfield to give his team an opportunity to get points before the half, and their drive stalled there right before the half.
Yeah, stalled due to time expiring, but still there was a lot of nice movement from the Wolverines in that situation. You want to see them get another kickoff return, as they will take the ball here to start the second half.
And absolutely, and definitely you see a big difference in the offense with Deontay Williams, the situation, a.k.a. Superman, back at quarterback with the ball in his hands on every play. You just like to see the Wolverines be able to get the ball outside to the receivers a little bit more to open up that running game, as the Latrobe Wildcats, they do not know who is going to run the ball between Deontay Williams and Brandon Jones or Eric Siebels. So there's a mystery on who's going to carry the ball, but we need to sprinkle in a pass there to keep them off balance a little.
But the good thing is they actually did do that a few times. You remember that catch on the sideline by Edmondson, a nice toe tap there as he participated in the 10 toes down challenge and got the Wolverines moving forward there. But there just has to be a little bit more out of the offense, because the worry is the second half for them. If they can continue that firepower in the second half, they did it for a little bit against Franklin Regional, but now it's the time of year where they have to start getting everything firing right here. But another good thing about it is their defense has been much better.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wolverines and their keys to success were to slow down this offense for the Wildcats, and they've done a great job at that, holding the Wildcats to 10 points in the first half. And also, they definitely won the turnover battle, and they had opportunity to capitalize on another turnover, but that ball was batted down and was subsequently a turnover on downs for the Wildcats. But the Wolverines, definitely, if you go by the keys to success for the game, should be leading at half, and they are leading by 4 points. But we will see what halftime adjustments are made by each team and which team comes out of the locker room primed to get this victory tonight.
Yeah, really one adjustment you want to make for Woodland Hills defensively, a nitpick, yes, but anytime you see the ball fluttering, you want more situations like Noah Hutcherson and less than the situation that was going to Wells. You want to make sure that you try to box these guys out, or at least make it difficult for them to try to make the play to stop you in that situation.
So once again, partner, I see you donned in your pink. You got your pink on, you're looking good. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Make sure that men and women go to your doctor and get your cancer test done. Early detection is the key to survival. Make sure you get your test done early. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. No one should go through cancer alone. No one should fight cancer alone, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, with my family, it's a few cancer battles, and also I forgot to mention this one. Also, my aunt Sheila as well had a breast cancer, twice a survivor of that as well. So congratulations to her. In addition to my aunt Donna, as I mentioned last week, and 2 weeks before that.
Absolutely. So a great day here, great night of football. As also Pitt will be taking on Clemson. So good luck to the Panthers. My Wolverines are winning 7-0. They got the week off, and Michigan is on the clock. Big game. Ties to Woodland Hills. Ties to Pittsburgh for the Spartans. But good luck to Coach Tucker and those guys up there. So great opportunity for Coach Narduzzi taking on Clemson. So good job. Big weekend here in Western Pennsylvania. Big football weekend. If you love football, good opportunity to watch some good football. Here tonight also on Roxamore Sports with the Wolverines leading the Wildcats at halftime.
Partner, I want to talk more about Michigan State as well. It's probably the most silent 7-0 you ever seen. I mean, it's lost behind the glitz and glamour of Cincinnati right now, the number 2 team in the nation, of course, with a non-Power 5 team. That's rare for a team to make it up that far unless it's NCAA video games.
Well, absolutely. Coach Mel Tucker has done a lot there for the Wolverines, and also a new athletic director, my teammate, ex-teammate Alan Haller. So great job by them guys. Go Spartan, go green, go white. But, yeah, thanks. So going forward, guys, we are here at halftime with 3:51 before the second half start, with Wolverines leading 14-10.
Yeah, right now let's take a look at the standings again. This will be important for the next 2 weeks. Penn Trafford currently 6-2, Gateway 5-3, Franklin Regional 3-5, Latrobe also 3-5. Those teams are tied for third. Woodland Hills in fifth at 2-6, and Connellsville in last place at 0-8. And right now I'm just taking a look at some of the standings, at least around the WPIAL. And right now, as I take a look right here, just trying to find the standings and how these teams are doing so far. As right now,
so as the teams come out and get ready for the second half, the Wolverines are the first to get to the field, donning their turquoise and black, looking good, playing good. So we'll see what adjustments will be made here for the second half.
And of course, this game is brought to you by the rock comedy show All Stars Live on October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20. At the door is $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets. And also, you got to try Shelly Pie, the best pizza in Pittsburgh, located at 912 Penn Ave in Turtle Creek. Check out the menu at shellypie.com and place an order by calling 412-646-2560. And this game is also brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And we'll take a commercial break as we'll have second half action on the Roxamore Sports Network right after this.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network. Second half action about to begin with you. I'm Ty Polk with Craig Thomas, and just an update here. Penn Trafford is leading Franklin Regional 35-0, and at last check it was 10:49 remaining in the second quarter.
So we are just about set for second half play from the Wolverina George A. Novak Field, where AKA the football factory of Western Pennsylvania, churning out plenty of alumni to go not only to the pros but on to college and change young people's lives here in Western Pennsylvania, the Mon Valley. So Woodland Hills has done a lot here, coming out in the first half, got up over Latrobe 14-10. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Tim Boster makes here in the second half to get his team to a victory, and look forward to 2 years in a row back in the playoffs.
Yeah, it looks like the one thing they'll have to do is try to at least keep their blocks open, get Deontay Williams more chances to throw the ball with a clean pocket, though he's plenty capable on the run. And as you've seen with that touchdown to Brandon Jones, he can still sling it, folks, even though it's been a few weeks since he's assumed the quarterback role.
So once again, you know, it makes Deontay Williams, the situation, a little bit more dangerous when he can get out of the pocket and look downfield and have some big receivers to get the ball to. So we'll see what Coach Boster draws up for the second half. And you are definitely sure that Latrobe will definitely be trying to come out and get their offense on track here. And they may continue to try to run the ball, but we'll see what happens here in the second half, and we are just about set for play.
Just trying to take a look at some of the some more things going on right now, and right now Gateway and Connellsville is going on right now, but there still hasn't been a score reported for Gateway as they enter into either halftime or coming out of second half. So we'll get that one for you in a second.
So 14-10 here from the Wolverina. As the weather changes, continue to make sure that you get ready to get your flu shots. And also, if you can, you get the opportunity. Vaccine is offered all over the state and the country. Do your part. United States, be united as one. Get the vaccine. The life you save may not be your own. Please get vaccinated.
Absolutely. So much of the world opening up, you definitely want to try to get that so you don't just have to, well, have a worry.
And then absolutely with definitely with some businesses and companies not allowing employees to work for them unless they're vaccinated, definitely don't want that issue. So going forward, partner, we are set for just an exciting second half of football here. Wolverines take on the Wildcats here. The battle of the W's, the Wolverines versus the Wildcats. And we will see who makes the adjustments and comes out of this backyard matchup winner.
And again, you have to talk about this for the Wolverines. A win, and all they need is a Connellsville loss, and they are officially in the playoffs. And we'll keep it posted with updates through the night on other scores around the 5A Big East.
So we are set for kickoff here. Wolverines, Jones, Siebels, and Williams back deep. Looks like Williams takes the kick at the 17, goes to the right, gets tripped up, and falls across the 25-yard line. As it looked like he had a lot of daylight there, partner. Could have got through that hole. It might have been a big play there.
Yeah, he's just frustrated with himself. He got clipped on the arm, and it kind of messed with his balance enough to make that tackle on that play.
So it looks like up at about the 25-yard line is where Williams and the Wolverines will start out. It looks like we have a substitution in. Quarterback, Austin Wells at quarterback for the Wolverines. Low snap, hands the ball off, and the ball comes out. The ball is loose, and there's a little melee there. Scrum on the ball, and it looks like Latrobe will come up with the ball.
Oh, that's a big play for them in that situation. Just losing the ball in that situation, and it was Siebels who fumbled there.
Yeah, it looks like it was a low snap to start with, and then Wells gets the ball to Siebels. Siebels never really got it in the pocket, and goes through the line, and the ball comes out, and it looks like Latrobe comes up with the turnover to start the second half. First and 10 on about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the center snap exchange to the quarterback is always so important. That creates so much issues that there's even a little bit of a bobble there.
So looks like the Wildcats in great position. Hand the ball off over to the right side to Clayton, and he's ahead for a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
So, once again, a gang of Wolverines on the tackle. They're going to be hounding the Wildcats to get the ball back.
So in the first half, the Wolverines won that turnover battle, but it looks like the second half coming out of the locker room, the Wolverines give one back to the Wildcats. So it's a 2nd and 4. Motion. Fetter keeps it, gets up the middle, tackle short of the first down, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Yeah, so the Wolverines got to make another stand here. They got to back their offense up in this situation. Getting tripped up by his feet in that situation. It works out in the Wolverines' favor. We'll see if they can get another break here.
3rd down and 2 as it look like the Wildcats are definitely in 4-down territory here. Looks like a pistol formation. Hands the ball off to Clayton over the left side. Slips inside a tackle, and he's going to be close to a 1st down, but it looks like the spot may be a little bit short here. Just a hair short. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 1 yard to go here.
Yeah, that's a big stop by Mawan Rose. He had to make that because if not, Clayton gets a 1st down easily, and he's around that left corner, and maybe he's scoring.
I'm not sure if DeJuan Rose is related to the Rose family out of Braddock, but that's a big family with a rich tradition in Braddock. I have to do a little research and check on that young man, see if I know his relatives there. So 4th down here, shotgun formation, little motion under center, takes the ball and moves the ball forward for the 1st down. So a little bit more trickeration by the Wildcats, catching the Wolverines off guard.
Yeah, the H-back taking the snap there, and he did play some quarterback for the Wildcats. So that is an interesting wrinkle, and you can do that. That is a legal play. Very creative there. Very creative.
Absolutely. So that gives the Wildcats a 1st down and 10 on about the 18-yard line.
Now they got to look out for the H-back.
Brewer in motion, fakes the ball, hands it to Clayton, slips out of a tackle, gets ahead to about the 16-yard line for a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
And that's just Tens fighting there. Nice play by Ramsey as he managed to wrap him up before he attempted to get loose there.
Right, because if he got by Ramsey, it looked like he had a lot of green out there and could have walked into the end zone. Great touchdown-saving tackle by Ramsey.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time that Clayton probably could have gotten an easy score there if he breaks one tackle.
Fetter in the shotgun. Motion. Hands the ball off on the jet sweep. Kyler Brewer up the right side and gets taken down for a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
And once again, it's Ramsey again on a stop. And again, this touchdown for this possible situation, if Latrobe scores here, it's a definite momentum shift right there. That fumble was really costly in Wolverine territory.
Well, coming out of the second half, you have to see what adjustments each team made. And so looks like the Wildcats made some adjustments. Motion. Looks like fakes the ball on a jet sweep. And it looks like Federer keeps it, uses his legs, and gets ahead for the touchdown for Latrobe, taking them in for a touchdown from 12 yards out.
And that was really all fake by Fetter there. It looked like it was like a veer handoff there on the option, as he moved a little bit, even whenever he was trying to handle it. But that was just a great fake in that situation.
Yeah, that was a great fake. It looks like what we used to call he rode the running back into the line of scrimmage and pulled that ball out like Houdini at the last moment and took it around the left edge and gets in for a touchdown. The kick is down and up and good, so it looks like Latrobe Wildcats take the lead 17-14 off of a big turnover by the Wolverines, their first drive in the second half. So 7:59 left on the clock here in the third quarter. The Wolverines find themselves in a small hole against the Wildcats as they lose the ball on their first drive. Coming out of the halftime with a Deontay Williams not in at quarterback, and looks like a quarterback center exchange and then a quarterback running back exchange goes awry, and the Wolverines lose the ball.
The season may not be over for the Rock Comedy Show. Come see the Rock Comedy Show All-Stars live October 23rd, tomorrow, at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20. At the door is $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets. And also, you gotta try Shelly Pie, the best pizza in Pittsburgh, located at 912 Penn Avenue in Turtle Creek. Check out the menu at shellypie.com and place an order by calling 412-646-2560.
And it looks like a pooch kick. Short kick is taken by Amir Brown. Starts backwards. I'm not sure what Amir Brown was doing, but he took the ball from about the 40-yard line and takes it back to about the 20-yard line, running diagonally at an angle, and gets taken down. So I'm not sure about that. But.
Yeah, that's just freshman inexperience in that situation. He tried to make something out of nothing there when he probably should have just either just sat on the ball there and let them get the good field position or take it up forward.
So the Wolverines start 1st and 10 on their own 23-yard line. Looks like Deontay Williams back at quarterback for the Wolverines, trips to the right, hands the ball off up the middle. Looks like Jones or Siebels is ahead for. No, it is Jones ahead for a little or no gain on the play.
Yeah, so now the Wolverines have to get themselves back in the flow of things here, because a fumble on that last possession, you don't want to go 2 times turning the ball over, and you don't want to give up and get off the field on 4th down here. So they got to do something.
So the Wolverines come out, trips to the field. Deontay Williams in the shotgun formation. Looks at the little screen pass. It looks like he tries to throw the ball. Intended for Sonny McClinton. Pass was a little bit off the mark. And it's going to be a 3rd down and long for the Wolverines. 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion and, disappointment, I guess, in each ways for Deontay Williams and Sonny McClinton. Sonny wanted it a little bit more forward, and Deontay threw it outwards, and they just had a little bit of, not pleasant looks at each other.
So once again, the Wolverines are lined up in shotgun formation, trips to the field. Deontay Williams is back to pass. He rolls to his right, and he is taken down, and we have penalty flag comes in late on that play, so it looks like we'll have to sort this one out, but Deontay Williams is taken down for a loss on the play. So it looks like a face mask against the defense.
You'll take those freebies any way you can get them for Woodland Hills. It just seemed like Williams ran into a wall of his own teammates there, and it forced that sack.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Wolverines. Deontay Williams back in the shotgun formation with Siebels to his left, hands the ball off up the middle.
Yeah, I don't know about that one right there, handing it to Siebels on 3rd and 8. I don't think you want to try to be the smartest man in the world in that situation. You just want to try to get the ball forward on a pass, or at least put a guy in a situation where they can make a play there. That's just a little bit questionable, and it's kind of eerily reminiscent of that first half of the season before the shutdown for the Wolverines.
Yeah, it looked like that was Brandon Jones off the right tackle, but I'm not sure. 3rd down and 8. Williams is back to punt, kicks the ball, fair catch. So it gives the Wildcats the ball at about the 48-yard line, but it looks like Brewer had a lot of green in front of him. He could have took off and still been running right now with that, partner.
Yeah, Brewer just threw his hand up a little bit too fast there. I think, and you could see it in his face, he was disappointed there just by his actions in that situation. I'm willing to bet the next time he gets another punt, he's not going to wave his hand in the air.
So once again, the Wildcats are in great starting field position. The ball on the plus side, the 49-yard line, Wolverine territory starting out. So the Wolverines are going to have to come up with a big stop, and they don't want to allow this Wildcat offense to get going here in the second half. 1st down, handoff over the right side. Clayton follows blockers, gets out of bounds, and he gets over to the sideline. And it's a late flag there, ladies and gentlemen, as the fans called that one.
Yeah, I think the referee had enough time to think about that one. That's going to be a late hit out of bounds there, but Clayton got caught up by one of his centers there trying to run around the corner, and that was number 52 of Greater Latrobe that kind of got in his way there. That's Eric Landry. And, yeah. There's a solid question there in that situation. Was that more the sidelines reaction that bought that call? Or was it just more of a referee?
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like it was a late call by the referee, but nonetheless, that's going to march the ball down to the 31-yard line as the Wildcats are on the move here, trying to add to their lead at the Wolverina as they are leading the Wolverines 17-14. 1st down, handoff again over the right side. Pirouette still ahead. Down at about the 18-yard line. It looks like Drake Clayton has found his mojo.
Yeah, you have to look out. Yeah, you have to look out for it right now. And the Wolverines are just in danger of this game getting away from them right now. They have to shore up defensively. They cannot leave this field with a touchdown given up. They have to force a field goal.
Absolutely. Definitely need to come up with a stop here as the Wildcats are moving here. 1st and 10 inside the Wolverine 20-yard line. Fakes a jet sweep, hands the ball off to Clayton. He's hit, spins around, and continues forward, but is stopped down at about the 17-yard line. But we have Laundry on the field. Personal foul. Now it's a helmet-to-helmet call targeting on the Wolverines, so that's going to be another 15 yards. So the Wildcats are getting what might be considered a couple gifts here, 30 yards, 2 penalties here on this drive, aiding this drive down into the Wolverine territory.
Yeah, it's not Christmas. Yes, yeah, we only went to Canadian Thanksgiving right now. A little bit too early for the gifts.
Nonetheless, the Wildcats will be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Bobby Fetter at the helm for the Wildcats. Flanked by his running back. Hands off. Jet sweep. Fetter keeps it up the middle. Gets ahead for no gain on the play.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's nice positioning by Ramsey in that situation. I mean, he's been making sure tackles. It's just that the Wolverines now need a few more of them in this situation.
So we are under 5 minutes here with the Wolverines trailing the Wildcats 14-7. No gain on the play. 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line for the Wildcats. Fetter, shotgun, hands the ball to Clayton over the right side. He has a little bit of daylight. Lowers his shoulder and drives forward to about the 4-yard line.
So now they're inside the 5, and now it's really sweaty palms time for the Wolverines.
So definitely the Wolverines are going to have to come up with a big defensive stop right here. Might be a good opportunity to keep their eye on Bobby Fetter, as he likes to keep the ball down here in these close quarters.
Yeah, got to look out for that fake. That fake was devastating for the last touchdown.
So we will see here. Fetter at the helm. Hands the ball off. Over the right side.
And that was McDonough on the tackle there. A nice job there. This time they weren't fooled by the funk of the fake there.
Yeah, great play by the Wolverine defense. That's going to bring up a big 4th down. Down and about 4 yards to go.
And if there's one thing I noticed about that fake, it wasn't as heavy as the one he scored the touchdown with. That may have been the difference in that situation. I think sometimes when you see exaggeration, the quarterback most likely is going to have the ball.
Yeah, what we call with the quarterbacks is you have to ride that running back. So you leave the ball in his stomach as long as possible. You pull it out at the very last minute, and that creates a great illusion of him having the ball and you being able to pull it out as a quarterback and get to that corner and get around there.
Right now, at least for Woodland Hills, it's picket fence defense. Picket fence defense, they have to really just line up on the line and just get penetration. That's really what they need in this situation, because it's most likely going to be an option run up the middle, or at least a fake, and it takes them to the outside. So they have two things they have to look out in this situation. And by the way, also it could be an RPO.
Well, one of the things that Wolverines definitely need to do, two people they need to take out of the play, Drake Clayton and Bobby Fetter. So both of those guys need to be tackled on this next 4th down. Regardless of where they are on the field, I would send my defenders to tackle both of those players.
And also, we want to say thank you to everyone tuning in on the Roxamore Sports Network Facebook channel, the YouTube channel, and the Twitter channel as well. And taking a look at some of the comments there, Joe Lafferty, Woodland Hills OG, he said the kicking thing, the T. And yeah, sometimes whenever you have the gears turning in your head fast, you kind of forget what things are called.
Hey, Joe, how you doing today, Joe? Joe's a long-time great alumni from Wolverine. Good to have you with us, sir. Good to have you out here watching. We miss you here. Look to see you soon here back at the Wolverina.
So here we go.
4th down and goal. Fetter rolls, fires the ball to the corner and out of bounds. So Wolverines come up with a stop. Fetter throws the ball away and turnover on down for the Wolverines.
Man,
what a hold on, hold your horses. We have a flag on the play.
Oh, man. Oh, but it's on the offense. Penalty decline. That'll be Wolverine ball. But, man, you just have to say stroke of luck in that situation. Fetter rolling out to the right side. He just threw that one in probably to the next county.
So that's a good stop by the Wolverines. Great stop, much needed there. So we will see here, long field has not been a problem for the Wolverines as they look to go 95 yards and take this lead back from the Wildcats here. We'll see if the situation comes into the equation here. 1st down on the 5-yard line for the Wolverines.
Latrobe has always wondered about the big play. Could we see one here?
Deontay Williams takes the ball right up the middle on a quarterback sneak, and he is ahead for a power run for about 12-yard gain by the Wolverines.
Well, that's iron cast, a decision like that to do a quarterback draw on your own 5-yard line. But he's hurt. He took a heavy shot between two Wildcats there, and he's feeling the effects of that.
So it looks like he definitely lowered his shoulder and got ahead for the 1st down. Great play as Deontay Williams looks like it was a design run to go to the right, but he cuts it back to the left, finds a gap in the defense and gets ahead for a 1st down. But right now we have a stoppage in play as they attend to him. Looks like he may have had the wind knocked out of him, but he's up on his way off the field. I'm sure he's a tough young man, and he'll be back out there shortly.
Yeah, we've seen that plenty of times this season right now. Woodland Hills works with Deontay, and we're glad to see that he's up there because he's going to be needed for this.
So it looks like Austin Wells will be back in there at quarterback for this play. Last time we were in, he was in. We had a fumble, a low snap, fumble, handoff to Siebels, and disaster there. So the snap is good. The handoff is good. Looks like Jones up the sideline, and he's ahead for a first down for about a 13-yard gain for Brandon Jones.
And Jones had a coming out party against Latrobe last year, a 42-yard touchdown run, and that's what he's been doing all season, those hard-charging runs. That's exactly what the Wolverines need in this situation.
So it looks like that was a touchdown-saving tackle there by Latrobe as Jones was up in that third level and was ready to take it to the house, was taken down for a gain and a first down for the Wolverines. Handoff over the right side. Once again, Brandon Jones is ahead for about an 8-yard gain on the play.
Talk about throwing a lead block. He had his hand. He was stiff-arming one of his blockers to try to move him upfield there. Nice job following them, getting close there.
So that was Eris Seibels on the carry there. So good run by Eris. Gain of 8 on the play as that three-headed monster for the Wolverines looks like they're finding something here with the run game. Second down and 2 for the Wolverines. Fakes the handoff up the middle. Deontay Williams goes ahead as he's back in at quarterback. Iron Man of the Year award ahead for a first down for the Wolverines.
And that's what he's done all season on those short yardage plays. It's still, you have to look out with the running backs and also Deontay as well.
So once again, the ball is at the 41. The Wolverines are on the move as this drive started at the 5-yard line for the Wolverines, and they are out at the 41 right now. Looks like we are under 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. So we'll see if this is the last play of this quarter, but the Wolverines are on the move here.
Have to go 95 yards on this drive.
Deontay Williams at quarterback. Looks to his left, throws the ball up high, has a receiver, and it looks like Lewis Callaway was out there, had a step on the defender, but it looks like he may have lost the ball in the lights because he he didn't have an opportunity to make a play on that ball.
Yeah, he didn't stick his hands out for that one. I was looking like, yeah, that's all you, Lou, but it happens sometimes, getting lost up in the lights. He'll get the next one, no doubt.
So 34.8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Wolverines with the ball at the 41, second down and 10. Callaway's off. Deontay Williams in shotgun formation. Keeps the ball over the right side. Looks like he tries to get up turn the corner, gets ahead for a gain of about maybe 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's a tough play to call right there for us because it looked like he managed to slip out of the pack at the end. So we'll see what they spot that.
So that they mark it as a 1-yard gain. That brings up a third down and 9 yards to go. And that's difficult running over there on the tight side of the field, short side of the field. Deontay Williams tried his best to navigate and get upfield, but only marked ahead for a gain of 1. Brings up a third down, partner. What you looking for here on this play?
Well, right now, just give it to Deontay and keep it moving.
So you have 2 wide receivers to the left. Motion to trips, a low snap. Deontay Williams picks it up, and he falls on it, and he is down at about the 29-yard line. Low snap once again, partner.
Yeah, that's gonna doom them in this game, and so much momentum getting out of the own shadow of their goal line, and it's all cast asunder.
So I think that might do it for the third quarter here. The Wolverines trailing the Wildcats 14-7 here from Wolverina. Craig Thomas and Ty Pope on the Roxamore Sports Network, and we'll be right back with fourth quarter play.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
We're back with a punt, high punt, fair catch is made by the Wildcats at about the 36-yard line by Kyle Brewer, where the Wildcats will take over here in the fourth quarter.
So now what's on the docket for the Wolverines right now is another big stop. They managed to get the turnover on downs, but it's clear right now they have to stop them a little bit earlier down the field because it's just some situations like that where the Woodland Hills offense just runs out of gas. And it's been running out of gas repeatedly from those situations.
So 17-14. Federer back at quarterback, reverse, fake the jet sweep, hands the ball off to a reverse. And it looks like they're trying to pull the ball out, but it looks like he's ahead. Kyle Brewer on the carry for a gain of about 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, Brewer was hanging on to that ball for dear life. Deontay Williams took the essence of T.J. Watt in that situation. He was trying to rip it free, but Brewer managed to hang on. And for all that, it's still only 2nd and 10 after that long, long jet sweep.
So that's second down and 10 yards to go for the Wildcats. Federer back at quarterback. Looks downfield. Ball's picked off, and it looks like Ramsey up the sideline. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, he was kicking himself early about a one-hand batted ball, and now he gets 2 hands on it, and he takes it away, and he changes the entire tenor of the fourth quarter. What a play, Jeremiah Ramsey.
Great play, Mr. Ramsey. Just what the doctor ordered, because the Wolverines were struggling a little bit. They come up with a big play on defense to take the lead back. The Wolverines take the lead back over the Wildcats 20-17, and the 2-point conversion forthcoming, partner.
And that's really the one thing Latrobe doesn't want to happen to him, the big play. That's what head coach John Marucco said, that not the big play in that situations, and there goes the big play for Woodland Hills.
Most of the time, partner, when you see teams that win the turnover battle, those are the teams that generally win the game. So we'll see what happens here down the stretch run with 11 minutes and 1 second left to go on the clock. The Wolverines take the lead 20-17, and they going for 2 because their field goal kicker, Diafuka, is off for an unknown reason, but nonetheless, we have a timeout on the field. The Wolverines, Tim Bosser takes a timeout here.
Man, again, those big plays right there, that was what they wanted to avoid for Latrobe. It's a lot of those situations that happened last week against Franklin Regional, last year against Woodland Hills. And a reminder that the Rock Comedy Show Season 2 may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. Come see the Rock Comedy Show All-Stars live on October 23rd, tomorrow, at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20. At the door is $25. You gotta hurry. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets. And this game is also brought to you by Shelly Pie. You gotta try Shelly Pie, the best pizza in Pittsburgh, located at 912 Penn Avenue in Turtle Creek. Check out the menu at shellypie.com and place an order by calling 412-646-2560. And that last score was also brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, or we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment.
Back to live play. Deontay Williams back at quarterback. Tries to hand the ball off on a jet sweep. Ball falls out, and 2-point conversion is no good. The Wolverines have a messed up exchange there on that jet sweep, and Wolverines are leading the Wildcats 20-17 here, partner, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they have to clean up those fumble situations right there. That could be costly, and of course they can return those fumbles back, especially on 2-point conversions. Yes, the defense can also get 2 points.
Well, you know, partner, I'm always looking to see what today is. So today is National Make a Dog's Day. So all of you that have your furry pets, Make a Dog's Day is today, October 22nd.
I guess you can make a dog's day by giving them a steak, a chew toy. You know, there's so many other ways you can make a dog's day.
Extra treat. Get your furry animal a jacket or a coat to wear, maybe some boots. You know, people take care of their animals. They are part of the family now.
I don't know about that one, but I mean, hey, you do what you do out there, but I don't think that's me.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live at play in the Wolverina. Wolverines leading the Wildcats of Latrobe 20-17. The kick is off. It's a short kick, taking it about the 10-yard line, about the 25-yard line, over across to about the 32-yard line for the Wildcats, where they'll take over.
So this is going to be the most important drive. Yes, just starting out this 10:57 left in the game, but it's going to be a big drive for Latrobe. It's about stopping the bleeding for them in these situations. The bleeding continued to happen last week, in which they gave up a 27-point comeback to Franklin Regional. That's so huge. It's like after this, they have to get a good drive.
So we'll see what the Wildcats come up with here. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Little motion, jet sweep motion, hands the ball off up the middle to Clayton, and he's taken down immediately for a loss of 2 on a play. Noah Hutchison on a play. Great play by that young man.
Yeah, when the corner comes and gets runs in the backfield, that's when you know your defense is starting to turn the corner here.
So the Wildcats come out, shotgun formation, motion, fakes the ball, keeps it. Fetter keeps it, gets ahead, picks his way forward across the 45, down to about the 44-yard line for a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's how the offense for the Wildcats have really been tonight, with Fetter and Clayton also handling the load in the running game.
So this is a big play for the Wolverines. 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats actually here.
All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation for Latrobe. One receiver out high on the right, 2 to the left.
Fetter back, he's under pressure, rolls out, throws the ball, and it looks like it's picked off. Almost picked off, and it's dropped. Looks like he was going to the house without the ball.
Noah Hutchison had a house call ready, but he forgot to call ahead and handle the ball there. And he has another pick 6 there as Fetter. He has to be careful on his back foot, because that's where he's gotten to a lot of danger tonight.
So the Wolverines come up with a big stop there and enforce a punt with 9 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Deontay Williams back deep for the Wolverines. So you know he's dangerous. The situation. Punt is off. It's a low kick. Could be taken one hop by Deontay Williams. He's up the sidelines and steps out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, 42-yard line there. So great starting field position for the Wolverines and Deontay Williams. So it looks like the Wolverines had a little success with that one pass they attempted to Callaway, but we'll see if they come back to it or not.
Yeah, those plays to Callaway have been big, but especially that passing play to Jones. He's been capable of getting out of the pocket. So that's one thing. If he can keep this defense and just create more avenues for the wide receivers to come back to the ball, Woodland Hills is going to be in good business.
So we'll see what the Wolverines draw up here. Hand the ball off to Jones, and he has some daylight. He could go all the way. He's being chased 20, 10, 5, and he looks like he tiptoes in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Brandon Jones is in the building.
Oh, he put 16 more yards on his total from last year, a 58-yard touchdown run. And now the Wolverines are feeling good about themselves right now. Now they're rolling again offensively.
Great play by Brandon Jones. He takes the ball, goes off the left side, up the sideline, tiptoes down the sideline, 58 yards, in for the touchdown for the Wolverines.
You got to feel good about Woodland Hills offense right now. They are rolling. No, just a run.
So definitely the offense has a different dimension with Deontay Williams back at quarterback. Hands the ball off again. I'm not sure if that's going to get you the two-point conversion, a handoff to Siebels. Don't think that's going to do it, but 26-17, Wolverines now take the lead over Latrobe.
Yeah, that was just trying to bounce to the outside by Siebels, and that was just well suited by the Wildcats in that situation. Those things happen. And once again, let's take a look at the standings in the 5A Big East Conference. Again, at the top of the leaderboard is Penn Trafford at 6-2, Gateway at 5-3 in second. In third place at the moment, Franklin Regional 3-5, and Latrobe is tied at 3-5. Woodland Hills 2-6 overall, and Connellsville 0-8. Woodland Hills right now is tied with Latrobe in terms of conference wins and losses at 1-2. So this game will be a tiebreaker.
So back at the Wolverine, we are just about set for the kickoff here. 58-yard big play by Brandon Jones. Takes the ball up the left sideline and ahead for a touchdown. Tiptoes down the sideline. Sweet run by the young man. Bright future for that young man here at the Wolverina. So the Wolverines here shorthanded tonight due to some players not being able to play, are doing what they need to do here to get a victory to try to go into the playoffs. Kick is off, taken at about the 20-yard line, up to about the 40, over the 45. Great run back for Latrobe for the Wildcats.
Okay, so the last drive was really important for Latrobe to get some points and to establish a long drive. Now it's just vital, it's crucial, it's every word that they need in the book to say we really need this right now.
So we are at the 9-minute mark left to go here in the fourth quarter, with the Wolverines leading 26-17 over the Wildcats. So the Wolverines are going to have to look out for Mr. Fetter here. And he hands the ball over the left side. The number 6 is up the sideline. He's out of bounds. That looks like Kyle Brewer on the carry on the jet sweep.
Yeah, that's what they needed right there on the jet sweep. Get it into your playmakers, your best playmakers, and Kyle Brewer is one of them. So a nice job. Only 1 yard to go for a new set.
Second down and 1 here. We are under the 9-minute mark here. The Wildcats come out, break the huddle. Looks like a heavy formation left. Fakes the ball, looks for his receiver, wide open, and he catches made by Corey Borio. And looks like gets ahead for a first down. That ball looks like it could have been intercepted there.
Yeah, I think it was Callaway going hunting for a pick 6 there, and it just managed to zip in there for Fetter.
Yeah, it looks like he could have been gone the other way for another pick 6 there.
So the question is, of course, where's the momentum? It's clearly in Woodland Hills' hands, but plays like that, those near misses are so critical in the long run.
So at 8 minutes and 29 seconds left to go, Fetter keeps the ball up the middle, gets the ball inside of the 35 to about the 33-yard line. gain of about 6 yards on that play.
At least for Latrobe right now, you still have like your entire playbook in front of you. You have to move at a brisk pace right now, but you don't have to necessarily speed up your entire offense. Still, you have now less than 8 minutes left, but there's still plenty of time here. Touchdown, another stop, and they're right back in it.
So the Wildcats break the huddle. Fetter, shotgun formation. Looks like a heavy formation. 2 wides, looks deep, throws the ball down the sideline, and it looks like the ball is intercepted. Wolverines come up with another takeaway. Noah Hutchinson. He turned into the receiver and just ball hawked it, went up and high pointed that ball. Turnover for the Wolverines.
That was just a great play. He was going against Sickenberger, and he managed to swipe that away from him. Or excuse me, it was actually Brewer he was looking for there. So that's just great heady play by Hutchinson, and really he's been huge in this game. 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions total for the Wolverines tonight.
So Wolverines will start out this drive deep in their own territory at the 4-yard line. Make sure we have ball security here for the Wolverines. Is very vital and important, and they can drive this ball the length of the field to put this one away. Hand off to Brandon Jones. It looks like up the sideline, and he cuts back in and out, gets ahead, makes a couple people miss for a gain of about 20 yards on the play. That young man is running with a little determination.
He's running like he wants to go. He wants to go all the way. He wants to go to not just college. He wants to go to the show. This is a pro's night by him.
Absolutely. Brandon Jones with his low center of gravity and his quick feet reminds me of a guy in Detroit by the last name of Sanders there with his stature.
That's high praise. That's high praise.
That's high praise for the young man, but I'm sure he's going to live up to it. Deontay Williams hands off again looks like over the left side. Looks like Siebels takes the ball ahead for a gain of about 5 yards, 6 yards on the play.
Hey, his stablemate's not that bad too either. Siebels had a couple long runs too. Now, that run by Jones was really his first long run for a touchdown this season. And Siebels, he has 2 of them.
So we are under the 7-minute mark here at the Wolverina, George A. Novak Field, Friday night under the lights. The football factory of Western Pennsylvania. Deontay Williams at quarterback keeps the ball, goes over the left side, has a lot of daylight, up the sideline, makes a couple people miss, cuts back in the inside, through the 40, inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line.
This is exactly what you want out of your best player right now. Deontay Williams has just been balling all night.
So it looks like Deontay Williams he's in his Madden football mode as he runs over the right side, makes a couple people miss, gets inside him, keeps the ball inbounds, and keeps the clock running as he moves his players down the field.
You want to talk about video games right now? Deontay Williams, Mike Vick in Madden 04, and Brandon Jones, Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl right now.
Williams keeps the ball himself, but he's taken down in the backfield for a loss on the play.
Well, I guess that's the curse of the commentator right there. You give high praise, and then it kind of just reminds you have to be level-headed at times.
Yeah, I give Brandon Jones maybe Barry Sanders and maybe 93 or 92. But Brandon Jones has a bright future. I look forward to seeing this young man don that turquoise and black for the next couple years.
Yeah, we'll be the leader in the future with a new quarterback coming in next year. It might be Wells. It might be someone else. We'll find out.
So the Wolverines line up, 2 wide receivers to the left, and looks like we have a little motion. Fakes the ball, hands off to Siebels going over the left side, and he is hitting the backfield for a loss of about another 5 yards. And we have more laundry on the field. Flag on the play.
I was about to say, if that's not a flag there, they were lined up clearly in the neutral zone. Especially after the hike. Oh, wow, they're letting it go.
Yeah, it looks like there was not a flag there.
I mean,
loss of 4 on the play. 3rd and 15 for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Deontay made them jump, and they were clearly in the balls playing there. That one, they just let it go.
Wolverines come out. Third down, about 15 to go. Deontay Williams keeps it over the left side. Flag on the play, turns the corner, gets ahead, breaks through tackles. He's fighting backwards, fights and pushed out inside the 20, but it looks like a flag on the play. It's going to come back.
Yeah, flag in the backfield. That's typically holding.
Holding for the offense.
Yeah, that one on Kellen McDonough there, but still that play by Deontay Williams. Yes, it's coming back, but that was a nice tightrope app there.
Absolutely. Going into the short side of the field. Great run by Deontay Williams to get up and break tackles and get down the sideline. So that's going to bring up a third down and 25 yards. So looks like they may want to make a call, dial up Mr. Callaway on this one, and see if they can make a connection.
Yeah, Callaway just missed on its last attempt. He's begging for it.
So Deontay Williams is back. And it looks like we have a little movement on the defense and the offense off. So that's going to back the Wolverines up. And it looks like now we are backed up to country mile.
Oh,
so
man.
Third down in a country mile for the Wolverines.
Oh, man, the referees missed it. The referees missed at least a neutral zone encroachment, whatever you want to call it, offsides. And now you just see a false start. You just throw your hands up and go, what am I supposed to do, man?
So I'm not sure what you can call in the playbook that's going to pick you up 30 yards on third down, but we'll see what the Wolverines dial up here. Deontay Williams hands the ball off up the middle to Brandon Jones. Not going to quite get 30 on that play, maybe 3. Wolverines there. That's going to give the Wild. Yeah, Jason Lewis got a little bit of a jump there. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and about 3 for the Wildcats there.
It looked like it was shot out of a cannon, though, but of course because of the penalty, but just slow up a little bit. He'll time that right, and he'll be right in on Fetter.
Absolutely. Fourth down and 2 for the Wildcats there. They break the huddle. Fetter at quarterback. Trips to the field. Fetter takes the ball, takes a half roll, and he's under pressure. Throws the ball, hits Corey Borio for a first down for the Cats.
And Borio there, that was just a jump throw by Fetter there, and it managed to fly in right into Borio's hands. Nice secure catch there, especially holding on through the contact after that tackle.
So they're going to have to go fast, the Wildcats, as they throw the ball deep, and it looks like it's up for grab. Ball is picked off, and we have Laundry on the field. The Wolverines have the ball up the sideline and out of bounds, and we will sort this all out here.
So it looks like that interception for Sonny McClinton will be negated on the illegal substitution.
So 5-yard penalty. It's going to be a first down.
After the penalty, the ball is placed at the Wolverines' 49-yard line, where it's 1st and 5 for the Wildcats.
1:40 left in the game. 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. So the Wolverines definitely want to see Fetter throw the ball, as he's thrown plenty up for grabs. So we'll see what the defense is here. Fetter is back to pass, throws the ball over the sideline. Receiver looks like he was double covered there. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, looking for Krennic there right now, and that one just well too high up the ladder in this situation. You just have to really be proud of Woodland Hills' effort tonight. They were down a few times, but they managed to fight back. And, of course, their defense finally, it looks like they're going to let up less than 20 for the first time since the game against Moon, in which, yes, they lost 15-0, but still their defense has been great.
Feder back to pass, fires the ball over the middle. Corey Borio at about the 41-yard line, first down. The clock stops while the chains move there. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Latrobe takes a timeout with 1:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. Woodland Hills leading 26-17.
And really, when you talk about it with Woodland Hills right now, I mean, they are currently in the driver's seat as it stands right now. This victory at least gets them halfway done with clinching. We're still waiting for some iteration of the Connellsville Gateway score to let you know that they have officially clinched their playoff spot. I'm still waiting for more information. Also, Penn Trafford at last look was up 35-0.
Hey, partner, I also wanted to mention today something that was very interesting. People need to get out and go down to David L. Lawrence Convention Center, Mission of Mercy Dental Clinic, free for all people. Free dental services, free glasses, free bridges, free prescriptions, x-rays. Go out and get your teeth done. Get your grill fixed. Downtown David L. Lawrence Convention Center, free Mission of Mercy Clinic tomorrow.
Yeah, and that ball went both through the hands of Ramsey and McClinton looking for the interception there.
So once again, the Wolverines are leading here with 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter over the Latrobe Wildcats. Both teams looking for a win to solidify their playoff position here. Right now, it looks like the Wolverines are sitting in good position here. Third down and 10. Back. Federer throws the ball to Kyle Brewer over the left side. Gets ahead for a gain of about 12 yards. First down for the Wildcats.
Oh, look like that one really close. He managed to tight wire it to get that first down.
First down. Borio breaks a tackle, gets ahead to about the 25-yard line to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and Borio has really been a big part of this drive, the H-back tight end.
So with 1:13 left the clock. They clocked the ball, actually. So it looks like Bobby Feder stops the clock. Second down and 10 for the Wildcats on the move here, trying to cut into this 9-point lead. So if they get a score here and maybe go for the 2-point conversion and then try to do an onside kick, it's not out the realm of possibility they can get the ball back and try to make this a game down the stretch.
Yeah, they're going to need a few big plays of their own.
And the Wolverines definitely going to need a big play here also to shut them down. Feder is back to pass, throws the ball, tipped, and once again intercepted at the 5-yard line.
And that's Amir Brown on that one, as that will seal it.
Just what the doctor called for, a big play there for the Wolverines. It looks like partner Gateway definitely won their game 55-0. So Gateway was a winner today, 55-0.
And if that is the case, then we are about a minute and 1 second away from the Wolverines clinching a spot into the playoffs.
So that means the Wolverines will be ready and primed for the playoffs. They hold on to a victory here.
Yes, I just seen it went final.
Wolverines in shotgun formation, hands off, hitting the backfield. Looks like Siebel's on the carry. And it looks like it'll be a timeout on the Wildcats. One timeout remaining for the Wildcats, and they'll be trying to extend this game.
So right now it's official. So with Woodland Hills looking like they're about to win this game, they have clinched. They are on the road to clinching their playoffs, and they'll be back in there for the second consecutive season.
So once again,
right now 26-17.
Yes, we are deep in the fourth quarter. The Wolverines are leading 26-17. Partner, so what have you seen from the Wolverines in the second half?
Well, really, it's just been defensive hunger, especially with the picks. They got one early from Noah Hutcherson, and then they just continued the hounding of the ball, really. And they've been able to wash away some of their mistakes. That fumble on the low snap exchange, it's all erased. It's gone, forgotten about. And it's just been credit to their ability to get these big plays.
So, partner, do you have a nomination for the TMP Roxamore Player of the Game for the Wolverines?
Well, right now, as it looks like they fight forward there, I'd have to say it's looking like Noah Hutcherson. I mean, 2 interceptions. That's something you can't say enough about.
Yeah, partner, I definitely agree that defense has played a big part there. I think also with Deontay Williams back at quarterback has opened up a little bit more of the running game for Siebels and Brandon Jones, who had a great impact on the play. So I'm going to give this to the entire team. How about that, partner? What do you think about that?
Yeah,
Wolverines come in shorthanded, and they come together as a team. They come together and bond together, and they come out here and put together a complete game and get out of here with a victory over a good Latrobe team.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. It's really been an entire team effort, a team win in every way for them.
So great job by the Wolverines, and the TMP Roxamore Player of the Game is the entire Woodland Hills football team. So that goes forward. Great job, young men. Stick together, stay together, move forward, and have your Wolverine pride. Deontay Williams takes a knee, and that'll just about do it here for the fourth quarter. Maybe one more snap, and that'll make it final. And the Wolverines will get out of here with a win, 26-17 over Latrobe Wildcats.
And wow, what a great effort from the Wolverines today. They went down for a little bit due to that fumble after a low snap, but they didn't feel sorry for themselves. They kept on fighting. And really, when it looked like Latrobe had the opportunity to put their foot on their necks with that touchdown on fourth down, looking for that back corner throw, that really at least gave them some hope. Yes, the offense didn't capitalize on that one, but later on, that run by Brandon Jones breaking the game wide open. We will stick with you right now, and partner, it's official now. The Woodland Hills Wolverines are going to the playoffs.
So although it's been a tough year for the Wolverines, definitely happy for those young men to get a second opportunity to get into the playoffs. As last year, first time in the playoffs in the last couple of years, they missed a year, and then get back in there last year and not have a great showing in the first round. I'm sure these young men will be primed and ready to get into the playoffs and come out and make a great showing here in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's an honor and a privilege to be in the tournament. And, of course, once you get in, you never know what could happen. They could run it right all the way to Heinz Field and maybe, possibly, run it all the way to Hershey Park as well.
So that was a great effort by the Wolverines. Once again, coming out shorthanded. 6 players that were not available, and due to some disciplinary reasons. And once again, the team stuck together, did what they had to do, and came out with a victory.
Yeah, I'm sure those players will be able to get everything together, and they should be a part of them for the playoff run, because still, even though they did it with less people on deck, it still should be all hands on deck once you make it to the playoffs.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you get a chance. Make sure you stop down there tomorrow. Go to the Mission of Mercy Dental Clinic down at David L. Lawrence Convention Center, free of charge. Dental work, free. Everybody in the community needs to get their grill fixed for free. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. Friday night under the lights, George A. Novak Field. Craig Thomas with Ty Polk. So, Ty, are you excited about seeing the Wolverines in the next game? Are you excited to see that maybe they be pulling it together here, or what their plan is for the next couple games here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see the starters out there for the Wolverines, but also this could be an opportunity to glimpse into the future with the Wolverines. It's still, yes, it has a lot of senior laden talent, but of course there's always the next generation. It's going to be led by Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones, that 58-yard run, really, again, you could speak about it all day. It changed the course of this game. It put them back in a comfortable position, and they got their confidence back. And once confident, Woodland Hills team is a deadly Woodland Hills team.
Absolutely. Also, contributions by, looks like Amir Brown also, and he's a young man who's going to be a major contributor as he's only a freshman, a ninth grader, and he's out there. It looks like he has some wheels on that young man as he can get around that corner in a heartbeat.
Yes, he made one mistake going backwards on that kick return, but it's still, again, he's young out there. He'll know what to do in those situations in the coming years. It's just an experience sometimes. But again, he was great on those jet sweeps. He played brilliant defense out there with the entire, ball hawking defensive back group and linebackers group if you count Jeremiah Ramsey's interception for a pick six.
So we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in all over the United States with us once again on Roxamore Sports, joining us for Friday night under the lights. We are taking a look right now live. It's going to be the Wolverine band here on senior night from the Wolverine George A. Novak Field, the football factory. Welcome to Wolverine football. So partners, we're just about done with our first season together. Great job, sir. It's been great working with you. You are a scholar and a gentleman, and I've learned a lot from you, even though this is your first time doing football, but you're very experienced in the field.
It's just really just taking advice from others and just taking a few cues and always just trying to advance the craft. As always, I always wanted to give the moments justice. I wanted to give the players justice, and I wanted to give this company the justice it deserves by giving nothing less than my best effort. And partner, you helped a lot with that as well, with your commentary as well. And who knows what the future may hold. It certainly looks like it's going to be another year at the Wolverina, but of course, there's always more coming up on the horizon.
Absolutely. As our owner and CEO, Leon Rockymore, is out there beating the bushes and doing everything he can to get new business and grow his network. Great vision, great opportunity to showcase sports of all sorts, not just football, on the Roxamore Sports Network.
All right, so we'll do our final script reads. Be sure to see the Rock Comedy Show All Stars live October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar. That is tomorrow, and it's located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20, at the doors $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets, and it's going to be a great show. And also, you got to try Shelly Pie, the best pizza in Pittsburgh, located at 912 Penn Avenue in Turtle Creek. Check out the menu at shellypie.com and place an order by calling 412-646-2560. And as always, this game is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. So here is the Woodland Hills Band with their show after the game.
You are not a name, nor number, not a height or weight, neither slim nor slender. You are not a place from whence you came. There is far more to you than just your name. You are the smile upon You are the smile upon your face, the sparkle in your eye, the joy from your laughter, sorrow when you cry. You are the hug that makes a stranger feel like they belong, the soul found in life's most beautiful song. Your song may be harmonious, sometimes dissonant too, but that music is still beautiful, just like me and you. So no matter what is happening, stand up and stand proud, because your song is beautiful, so shout it out loud. place from whence you came. There is far more to you than just your name. No matter life's journey, let your song ring true. Be confident in yourself, because your song is you.